Sprite Shuffle, what would a Dragondarch match look like with Sprite Shuffle? Because he always plays with those interesting sprites to begin with. And it looks like they're off, and that looks like a very, not quite the same start screen, but pretty close. Maybe it is the same one.
Similar starting screen indeed. Very similar indeed. So we're going to now find out if this is going to be a swordless seed or if this is going to be a sworded seed. Now again, sprites are shuffled, so we can't tell until they pick up something. And it looks like no swords yet again. It's a swordless seed because we see two bows. The bows act as the candle, so we can tell you guys, yet again, it's a swordless seed.
Oh my. Oh my.
But this time, no blackout, as we see level 2, and it's vanilla color as well, so maybe the palettes aren't shuffled, and this kind of looks like the vanilla level 2 to me for first quest, so we're either dealing with first or mixed, and no shapes. This looks like vanilla level 2, I'm certain of it. Remember what I said earlier, the more vanilla this is, the more, in my opinion, will favor CrystalSaver. Now, CrystalSaver just picked up a bow or a wand. That's actually bombs. JamEvil, I hate to tell you this, that's not really the wand. That's actually bombs acting as the wand. Or the wand acting as bombs, so to speak. More bombs, just in the middle of nowhere, being poorly guarded by those ropes. Not super ropes, they're just normal ropes here. Well, this is either first or mixed, because you see where level 3 is. That's where level 3 is. It's not where level 3 is, but it's not the cave. So we know there's going to be 3 large secrets somewhere in this overworld. Looks like we might not know the shape of Lord Banana here. It could be that half ladder. Ooh, CrystalSaver takes a death in level 2. He'll have to start over. So we may know that the comb, as I like to call it, or the half ladder, is what the boomerang looks like. There's the map. And we've got Dragondarch finding level 1, and I think it's almost safe to say that the pallets have not been shuffled in these dungeons. And is that the Triforce? No, it'd be flashing if it was the Triforce. What is that? Maybe he thinks it's the Triforce, and maybe it is the Triforce. Okay, so it is the Triforce. I could not tell on CrystalSaver's side that it was flashing, but we are getting confirmation that the full-size ladder is, in fact, the Triforce. Dragondarch finds a medium secret for 30 rupees. Good chance that these secrets are not shuffled in this particular race yet again. I just got triple jows, and he's going to go ahead and pick up the ladder that acts as the heart container that is going to give him 4 hearts. So ladder's acting as a lot of items here, CCX.
Yeah. Ladder heart containers, ladder Triforces, half ladder boomerangs. This is a ladder seed.
Well, absolutely it is. Now, also keep in mind, we saw that the messages in the bonus cave, that was a community message, which means we're either going to be dealing with helpful hints, community hints, or somewhere in between. Jay Coper forgot this. Please give it to him. Well, it's definitely not full-blown helpful hints, so it's either going to be full-blown community hints or mixed. Dragondarch's going to try. Along the coast is an entrance to death. This is mixed. This is definitely a mixed hint. And this is a mixed overworld as well. So we're dealing with mixed hints, mixed overworld.
Yes, and that looked like that had to be the white sword item right there.
Yeah, absolutely. That is definitely the white sword item, and it very well might be the magical boomerang. It's definitely a boomerang from what we can tell. But given how many items we've seen act as the ladder, it could be anything at this point. But there's a good chance. Well, there's level 9. Now, the 64,000 rupee question. Is it an open level 9? Yes or no? Survey says it is not an open level 9. And once again, you need all 8 Triforce pieces because it did not give you the specific item that you need. It's a community message that says, did I do that? That means you need all 8 Triforce pieces. Out to see the ladder item on the coast, and it's a magical wand. Maybe it's bombs. Maybe it's bombs. Hard to say, but given what we've seen earlier, it very well could be the white sword, which, of course, in this case, since it's swordless, bombs.
And we have a level 6 found on Dragondarch side.
And again, if this was mixed, this would still be a first quest level 6, which means it's going to be quite a big level 6 to discover. And with just a candle at your disposal, Dragondarch's not going to take any chances. He's bailing out and going to come back for it later. Now, what we don't know yet, CCX, is whether or not this is a boomstick seed. If we see the 160 shield, we know it's not a boomstick seed. It is a boomstick seed. The magic key acts as the book. 200 rupees is the price. Once again, this is a boomstick seed.
Mm-hmm.
So 2 swordless seeds, and both of them turned out to be a boomstick seed, so that's going to be very useful. And hey, one of the warps, those have been shuffled again. Look at this. One takes it to Recorder Lake. One of them takes you to Death Mountain. I wonder where the other one takes it. These are some very interesting take-any roads. Well, we're not going to find out, as those Lionels just took care of CrystalSaver. You'll have to come back later. So the recorder acts as the magical shield. So if we see another recorder somewhere in the dungeons, or if there are item drops, we know that it's a magic shield. CrystalSaver going through as much of this overworld as he possibly can. Dragondarch's going to try Vanilla level 2 to see if there is a cave he can go to, or if that's another Recorder Lake. Because this is a mixed overworld, there could be 2 Recorder Lakes, and we do indeed have 2 Recorder Lakes. So if you want to find out what's behind there, you're going to need to find that recorder. Saver finds a medium secret to put him at 30 rupees. Dragondarch has 81, but before he can go into that staircase where the Armo statue is, he gets sniped at the last pixel. Tough break there.
Yeah, that was where Saver found the first any road there.
Yeah, that could have helped out Dragondarch tremendously, but he's going to probably give it another go here. He's making his way back to where he died.
Yep, and he'll find that the any roads have been shuffled and they lead pretty much all over the place.
Yep, absolutely. We've seen a couple of the spots already. Yeah, one of them, as we saw, the original Recorder Lake. One of them's by level 9 normally.
Yep, Spectacle Rock.
Yep, right, Jerry. He's going to check where this potion shop would normally be and find level 3.
Ooh, very useful any road.
Absolutely.
That is a Death Mountain. It can be a tough spot to reach.
Hey, look at those mall dorms. More of those ladder pieces.
Yeah, and that means we do have shuffled enemy sets, because the first dungeon that we really delved, level 2 there, did have its normal enemy set, but this is not the normal enemy set for level 3.
That is correct, because this is normally a Darknut set, and we can plainly see that this is indeed a Gorilla set with those wall masters in the desert room. This will be kind of tough. You may have to go in and out of this room a few times, but if the rooms are not shuffled, CCX, this reverse C will not be where the item is. In fact, it is not. It drops a key. So it looks like, well, there's level 8 where CrystalSaver is, and there's the spiral staircase. So that very well could be one of the items, or if it's like vanilla Zelda, that's where a transport staircase would be. So if this is the case, Dragondarch's going to be looking for that corridor staircase. And we find the recorder, and if my memory serves me right, which it doesn't, I think that might be the magic shield, potentially. That might be the magic shield. No, it's not. It's the recorder! The recorder's the recorder! Can you believe the odds, CCX?
Really? I think this is just the second time I've seen something in its normal sprite. I think we had one other one where Mags was actually Mags.
Oh, yeah, I saw that one too. But yeah, the recorder's acting as two items because it is a magic shield. That's what I thought it was for a moment. But it's also acting as the recorder itself. So a lot of duplicates here in Sprite Shuffle so far. Dragondarch finds the shoot room, which he may be able to get to the other side with a bomb, and he's able to do so. Now, Dragondarch has not found the item in level 3, so he's going to continue to explore. This cannot be the staircase because he has been shuttered in. He has to push the blocks in order to escape, but he may have to up an A because he's got 6 bombs, and he can only shoot that candle once. So Dragondarch, unfortunately, in a little bit of a spot here. CrystalSaver's going to head for vanilla level 5, see if he finds anything useful, and Dragondarch just decides to up A.
Yeah.
Saver finds a hint shop, but he wants nothing to do with that moblin, so he's just going to get out of there and try some other place in Hyrule.
Seems fair enough.
Saver just found the letter, and once again, a magical wand representing an item. Holy Toledo. How many magic wands have we seen? Saver finds a secret, a 10 secret. That'll put him up to 40 rupees. This time, Dragondarch is going to head north of the Triforce room in hopes that he finds the corridor staircase, which he does not. Instead, he finds a diagonal block room. However, he just found the corridor staircase right next door. We're going to find out what the item is here in level 3, and looks like arrows, but we're about to find out exactly what this item is. And the item is... Ooh, the Any Key! The Any Key is the item in level 3, the magic key.
Nice find.
Yes, indeed. So that's a good item to pick up for level 3. Dragondarch no longer has to worry about being key blocked the rest of this race. He'll just pick up the Triforce. That'll be his first capture. He can move on to some other dungeon. Saver finds a shop. Nothing of use here. Saver finds a bonus cave where vanilla level 1 is going to pick up the heart container, and he is guaranteed the white sword item with his 6 hearts. But we believe that the white sword item is one of the boomerangs. But we won't know until somebody picks it up.
You never can tell. Oh, and we found where the last Take Any Road leads to, and 3 out of the 4 take-any roads lead to vanilla dungeon locations.
That is unbelievable, boy. What are the odds of that? So we've got level 6, level 7, and level 9 as the take-any roads. I like it. I like it a lot.
Yep, along with the Armos right near the coast.
Well, you better know this forgotten spot where CrystalSaver is, because we've got level 4 behind it.
Forgotten spot. I've already forgotten exactly where on the tracker to mark that.
I know, right? Aptly named, isn't it, CCX?
That's the one northwest of Vanilla Level 1, is it?
It's northwest of level 1. You're right about that. It's near where Death Mountain and level 6 are. It's kind of in that area. Yeah, that'd be right.
Okay, looks like I got it. Looks like a Darknut set. And we're gonna get a hint by an... Ooh!
Gleok returns with
the red ring. So the other item in 8 is the red ring.
So unless enemies drop important items again, which so far we have seen no indication of that, looks like Saver may have missed out an opportunity on picking up some defense in level 8.
Dragondarch into level 4 now as well.
And Saver's out of level 4. Looks like he is blocked. So he will try again. Oh, he's out of bombs. That's what's happened here. He's got no more bombs.
And once Dragondarch sees that this is a Darknut set, he's probably going to leave quickly as well.
Also, because the red ring's in level 8 CCX, there's now no guarantee that the silver arrows are in level 9, if in fact Ganon is required.
That is a good point.
Looks like Saver's going to head for Vanilla level 6, and he's going to discover that that's where the final take-any road is.
Mm-hmm.
Because remember, Saver did not excavate that part of the take-any.
Nope, and if he's lucky, he's going to take that take-any back up to Spectacle Rock, because the reason he didn't excavate is because he had, died before going back in, probably looking for that potion shop, and if he had gotten there, yep, that's what he's doing, and he will find that it is level 3.
Yep, very good deduction on your part, CCX. Saver did make that move, knowing he died before he could get to that screen, and the move pays off for Saver, and he is going to be somewhat happy, I would imagine, to find the any key as the item in level 3. He's just got to... We'll see what kind of routing he takes, because remember, there is a trap room below the Triforce. We are going to check this gravestone. That's a potion shop. Nothing he can do about that. I don't think he's got the letter. I believe it's Saver who has got the letter.
I believe you're right.
Saver's the one that's got the letter, so Dragondarch can't do anything here. They'll go ahead and up an A and try again. Aquamentus awaits in the Dead Woods. So he now has a general idea of where level 1 is, but that is old news. We've already got that marked.
Yes, and I don't remember. I think he was the one who found that there.
You may be right. Dragondarch going to spend his money on bombs and go to the maximum capacity of 8. Now, Saver thinks he has found a path to get to the Triforce, and he's going to end up being correct. Unfortunately, he's out of bombs. While he was out of bombs, Dragondarch is unable to pick up that item at 4 hearts. And Saver's going to end up making the right move by going north of the Triforce room, and he's going to avoid that trap room because he's going to discover that any key here in level 3, as Dragondarch has now made his way into level 2. And Saver has indeed found the good old magical key.
and then he will pick up his second Triforce.
Yes, indeed. Now we're going to find out, well, there's the map for Dragondarch. He is still looking for the item. The item is going to be on the ground. And if there's any indication based on what we've seen so far, gotta believe that the item is going to be in that 4-turret room.
Yes, that's right. Saver was the one who had gone to 2 before, which I believe means that that news about Aquamentus in the Dead Woods was news to Saver, because I remember us finding level 1 while someone else was in level 2. So that must have been Dragondarch found level 1 while Saver was in 2.
Right you are. And Dragondarch has found the Triforce in level 2, but level 2 is small enough he's going to try and find that item. Saver is now in level 1, and it looks like he has found the staircase where he's going to find one of the 2 items. We're about to discover half of the puzzle pieces. He's going to have to do this somewhat difficult clip, nicely done by CrystalSaver, and it's a crossbow. But let's find out exactly what that item is. Hello, it's the ladder.
I was going to say, it's got to be either the ladder or the raft.
And it looks like he has found the second item, but he picked it up so fast I can't tell what it was.
Did it, or was that just... I just saw the compass pick up, unless I'm still a little lagged behind.
Well, maybe it was the compass. Yeah, that's the compass. I actually hadn't noticed what the compass looked like yet, so yeah, that kind of fooled me, but you're right, he did pick up the compass.
I saw
recorder required for the item, potentially, because normally in vanilla, that item that's on the ground is in this 4-block room right here. Let's find out if there is an item here. Unfortunately, he's missed on his shots against Digdogger.
Yeah.
It's not a 0. Bosses are not 0 HP. Doesn't look like.
Well, Digdogger wouldn't necessarily show us if bosses were, because those mini Digdoggers do not count as bosses.
You could be correct on that. So, and it's definitely not 0 HP enemies. We don't know. We don't really know yet if it's 0 HP bosses. But CrystalSaver is going to go ahead and pick up the Triforce in level 1, and knowing what he knows, he'll probably go back to level 1 if need be.
Yeah, seems like the safe play.
Because he knows that the second item in level 1 is Digdogger blocked. We just don't know what that item is. But hey, he's got 3 Triforce pieces now that he's picked up the Triforce in level 1.
Yep, and he easily can... He did not pick up the Triforce in 2 when he was there. He found the Triforce, but...
That's right, he didn't.
He didn't.
Dragondarch is still looking for the item that's in level 2. Now, he has found the room now, and I don't know if he picked it up. If he did pick it up, I didn't see it. He must have picked it up.
Not. Or what? The item room, you mean?
Yeah, I believe the 4-turret room is normally where the item room is in vanilla, because I've seen no reason to believe that they've not been shuffled. But
yeah, well, he picks up the Triforce, so yeah, I've got to believe that he's at least seen what the item was, but I didn't see him pick it up. I don't know if maybe it was something that he knew he didn't need to pick up.
Oh, it was the white sword acting as bombs. So if this would have been a sorted seed, he would have just picked up the white sword.
Oh,
that's the indication.
Okay.
That's why we didn't see anything. So bad luck there for Dragondarch, not finding a key item in level 2. It would have been the white sword, but alas, it's just bombs. Dragondarch finds another potion shop, but again, he does not have the letter to show, so can't do anything in terms of potions here. Brother, well, we can now confirm that the white sword item is indeed the magic boomerang.
Yep, as we suspected.
Yeah, a lot of people thought it was the magic boomerang. based on its color. So yes, indeed, we now can confirm magic boomerang, white sword item, and knowing that information, I don't think Dragondarch's going to go back. Dragondarch is going to pick up a heart container. He has a 2 in 3 chance of picking it up if he decides to pick up the magic boomerang. I would guess that he won't, but who knows? And CrystalSaver has just discovered the same hint that the white sword item is indeed the magic boomerang. Dragondarch has found the Blue Ring shop, which is the rare shop in Vanilla. Nothing doing there for Dragondarch. He doesn't have much money.
But, that's something to note. He now knows that what that red ring in 8 is going to look like. It is going to look exactly like the normal power bracelet, because the blue ring was a blue power bracelet.
That would be correct. And CrystalSaver, meanwhile, has picked up the inferior model boomerang, so he went ahead and got that, which is an extra useful item to have. You know, you have no sword, and they are useful for stunning enemies. Unfortunately, being that this is not a 0 HP enemy set, that's about all it's useful for.
In Swordless, that is his first distance weapon, even if it's not one that can actually kill anything.
Yeah, you'd be right.
And it can always be useful for picking up items from far away.
Also correct. We're 27 minutes into this seed. I think it's almost safe to say, CCX, this is not important items are dropped from enemies like we saw in that last race. So this time, these contestants are going to have to earn it.
Yep. And we've got Saver into 6 and Dragondarch into 8 at the same time. Now, Dragondarch knows what one of the items in 8 is going to be, and we know what the other one is going to be.
In fact, he's going to be picking up in a very short order. It's going to be this recorder here behind the spiral staircase. Watch out for that bunny! Down to 1 heart! Oh, he gets sniped! Tough break there.
Hoo-hoo.
Can't be petting those bunnies, Dragondarch. You're going to have to try it again.
Another thing to keep an eye on is we have, with 6 of the first 8 dungeons already found, we have yet to see a Wizrobe dungeon. So there is a very good chance that Wizrobes will be in 9, and there's a fairly good chance that they will also be in level 7. Because we only need to see what's in 5, 7, and 9, and at least 2 out of those 3 need to be Wizrobes.
Dragondarch dies at that same staircase yet again. Boy, you shouldn't be petting those bunnies, Dragondarch. You got to get to that staircase. Now, with no ring, each time he gets hit, he loses 2 hearts. And it's a tough room to negotiate without a bow and arrow.
And I think he's hoping that if he ever makes it in there, he'll be getting a ring, because he knows that the red ring is in here.
Well, this time
he
gets
in there,
and he's going to discover that it's not going to be the red ring. Instead, it's going to be the second item, which again is going to be the recorder, and he's just discovered that now.
The recorder is actually a recorder.
Yep, that's correct. But also remember what we have seen. The recorder is also a magic shield, and this is a boomstick seed, so they're going to see that recorder again, potentially.
And could this be the item?
It is, and he's going to find the red ring. Dragondarch gets the red ring out of level 8. His defense has been quadrupled, damage down to 1/4.
Looking at that room, I think I can see why Saver ended up not getting to the red ring.
Absolutely.
He went in there before he had been to level 3, so he did not have that any key, and this seems to be a dungeon very heavy on the locked doors.
Yeah, absolutely. And not only that, that is an extremely difficult clip to pull out. I mean, it's difficult enough with a sword. Without a sword, it's like 10 times more impressive. So that was a great clip Dragondarch did under the circumstances. You got to give the guy credit. That was amazing.
And it looks like 6 had the hint for 8's location if Saver hadn't already known, but he does. He's already gotten the Triforce there.
Dragondarch just picked up a hint on the location of level 5. It's at Death Mountain.
Death Mountain, yeah.
Now, you guys are mentioning heart container. Is that the item? No, CrystalSaver's not found the item in level 6. He's keeping on going. He may have found it here in this Wallmaster room. There's the level 8 Triforce piece for Dragondarch. He's now got 3. Both players now have 3.
Yeah, but so Saver Price still has a bit of a lead because he already has that ladder out of 1, and he also is easily close to getting his 4th Triforce.
Yep, he knows where it is, but he is scouring level 6 to find the item. Unfortunately, that is not the staircase that CrystalSaver had just gone into. He's got to find the other one.
When he gets locked into a room.
And he's not going to pick up the Triforce on level 6 either. He looks like CrystalSaver's still banking on the fact that level 9 is open, and he's going to end up being incorrect.
Well, no, they've both found level 9.
Then, okay, Saver's going back. I wonder what he went back for. Maybe to get something?
I don't know. He did a retry, actually, so I'm wondering if maybe he had saved shortly before going in there and just was one to replenish his bomb count or something.
You are absolutely correct, CCX. That's exactly what he did, and that's an excellent strategy Saver did. He knows the layout of level 6, he was out of bombs, and by saving before going into level 6 and knowing the map, he gets his bombs back without losing any knowledge. That's a good strategy on Saver's part.
Yeah, he had to obey out of there anyway. He was locked into the shutter door room.
Right you are.
And Dragondarch warps back to vanilla level 7 and will go into level 1.
Right, and again, we know that one of the items he's going to be happy to find is going to be the ladder. The other item we don't know because, again, it is Digdogger blocked and without a useful weapon. But, well, CrystalSaver could have used it. Dragondarch does not have it, but CrystalSaver could have used that boomerang originally to stun the Digdogger pieces and then just throw a bomb on them and kill them that way. Dragondarch now knows that the item he has just picked up is, in fact, the ladder, and Dragondarch will make a second attempt into level 1 now. Meanwhile, Saver's back in level 2 for some unfinished business.
Yeah, he left and to go through that bomb thing, and looks like Saver's just going to pick up that Triforce. Wonder if he realized that he had actually picked up the item and it was the bombs acting as the white sword.
Nope, because he's going back into level 2 now.
Oh, so he just left without it, thinking he was blocked out of the item somehow.
Dragondarch's gonna give it a shot against Digdogger. Let's see if he's successful. Now, if he just kills one of the pieces, he can get out of there. And he has found the item. We don't know what it is, though.
I don't even know what sprite that was.
It was a couple of any keys that were split in half. I have no idea what he picked up, and he's not pausing to give us an idea of what it could be.
You said it was a couple of any keys?
Yes.
Because I think the only other item that would be 2 single-size sprites would have to be the raft.
Yep, I think you're absolutely right. That item that he has just picked up has to be the raft based on its size. So, yep, raft and the ladder are the 2 items in level 1. And wouldn't it be something if one of the levels was raft block? This would give Dragondarch a huge advantage on Saber.
It'd have to be level 7. We already got a hint that level 5 is on Death Mountain, and we've seen everything else.
There was a hint. Nah, forget what I just said there, CCX. There was a hint that said sail not to save the princess. We know raft isn't required.
Oh, okay, I missed that too.
Yeah, well, so Saver will keep his small lead. Now, Dragondarch, did he get the Triforce out of level 1? I think he did. Saver's still
Probably.
in level 2.
I mean, he picked up the compass right away, so he knew exactly where to go.
Yeah, he had to have picked up the Triforce in level 1, I'm sure of it. Yeah.
In which case, this is...
It's a dead heat.
Yeah. Saver has the knowledge advantage from 6. Actually, did he pick up the Triforce in 6 when he went back in, or did he leave it again?
He never went back because he I don't think he ever got the Triforce out of level 6, nor did he find the item. I think maybe he was blocked.
Maybe. Because I remember when he did the retry strats, but
so right now this is a dead heat. I'd say Saver has a teeny tiny lead on Dragondarch, considering that Saver has taken care of level 6. But remember, keep in mind, Dragondarch does have the red ring that Saver does not.
Yeah, and of course, Saver may have the lead now, but if he keeps searching level 2 for the item, he
just full cleared. That's a full clear.
Yeah, I wonder if he doesn't... I think he's going to leave. I wonder if he didn't realize that he had already gotten the item room. It would be an easy mistake to make with the bombs that replace the white sword being the floor drop item.
Absolutely, because bombs is a normal floor drop item to begin with. But knowing where the item drop rooms is when they're not shuffled, and we know that they're not shuffled, CrystalSaver should have realized that the item drop was bombs. But yeah, I can see how you can easily miss that, CCX, because bombs are a normal drop room drop item to begin with.
Yeah, that is the tricky one. Oh, and Saver's going to go back to level 1 to get that Dig Dogger blocked item, and we're going to see what
that is not bombs! That is the silver arrows on the coast!
Ho ho ho! You were saying that they could be out of 9 because the red ring is in 8. Yeah, they're out of 9.
Look at how many 1 images are used in this seed.
Actually, we knew that it wasn't bombs because we found those bombs in level 2.
That's right. We had already seen them in level 2. Then they can't appear again. The only other place bombs can appear is the magical sword item. So, yeah, indeed, the magic wand taking the sprite of several items in this seed. Hope everybody's keeping track.
So, if Saver has to have figured out by now that the floor drop item in 2 was bombs, but if he doesn't make that connection and thinks that the white sword, the bombs replacing the white sword is that item on the coast, that could end up being costly, but I'm sure he's got to figure it out, right?
Yeah, that's true. I don't think we've discovered the Armo statue, and in fact, I'm going to go ahead.
We haven't.
We have not. That is amazing. All right. I'm going to give an item recap of what we have discovered so far, and CrystalSaver is about to discover the good news. So here's what we have found so far, 40 minutes into this seed. Here we go. Level 1's items were the Ladder and the Wrath. The item in Level 2 is the White Sword, playing as Bombs. Remember, this is a swordless seed, so Bombs is the item in Level 2. The Any Key or the Magical Key is the item in Level 3. We don't know the items that are in Levels 4, 5, 6, or 7. Two items in Level 8 are the Recorder and the Red Ring. We don't know the items in Level 9. Obviously, it's not the Silver Arrows or Red Ring this time. Instead, the Silver Arrows is the ladder item on the coast. The Magic Boomerang is the White Sword item. And believe it or not, we don't know what the Armo Statue item is yet. Actually, we do know what the Armo Statue item is. My apologies. It is the Magic Shield.
Oh, okay.
That's what happens when you got Sprite Shovel. You can't tell because, again, that Recorder is what the Magic Shield looks like, but the Recorder is also the Recorder. So, again, hope you're taking good notes, everybody.
Yeah, and, meanwhile, Saver tried the raft spot on the coast, and it turned out to be a take-any cave, like it is in vanilla, and Saver decided to take a potion.
And I certainly don't blame it at this point, because you're not going to get the magical sword in a swordless seed, so there's no point in trying to save up your hearts. If you find a free potion in a seed like this, I definitely agree picking it up somewhere along the way. So, smart move, in my opinion, for Saver to pick up the red potion there in that bonus cave. Now, Saver was going to go back into level 8 and maybe pick up the second item, but he's changed his mind. Maybe he had forgotten he had gotten the Triforce out of level 8, but he could have gotten the red ring, but
yeah, I was about to ask when I saw him go back into 8, did he end up finding that hint for red ring in there? But I didn't think he did.
I didn't see him find that hint either.
Yeah, I think that was a hint that Dragondarch had to purchase.
Right now, there are still 2 items that
no,
are
maybe
not
it
2
wasn't.
items.
I don't remember.
There are still 2 levels we have not discovered yet, levels 5 and level 7. We know level 5 is somewhere in Death Mountain, but we don't know where level 7 is. And remember, we are dealing with a mixed overworld, and remember, that Recorder, it could very well loom large. It could be in one of those many, many Recorder spots that you see in Second Quest, but unfortunately for CrystalSaver, he takes a death in a not-so-good spot. He'll have to start over again. Dragondarch's in level 4 now. Keep in mind, at least one of either level 5 or level 7 could be Wizrobes if level 9 is Wizrobes. Remember the rule, as CCX mentioned earlier, at least 2 dungeons have to be the Wizrobe set. And of course, 2 dungeons have to be the Korean Dark Nut, which we've already seen the requisites for. Checked one of the Recorder spots, but unfortunately, it leaves him bankrupt. Dragondarch is also bankrupt after he finds a penalty cave himself. Both players now have 0. Dragondarch has found the location of level 7 here in Death Mountain. So both of the remaining levels are, in fact, in Death Mountain. We got a treasure trove of levels in that area, CCX.
Indeed. I didn't see the exact location on the map, but that is definitely Death Mountain.
Alright, I'm getting indication. We have gone ahead and marked it on CrystalSaver's indicator that he did pick up the Silver Arrows. That I saw while we were talking about something else. I think the item list. And he also did pick up the raft in level 1.
Yes, I did see both of those pickups. And 7 is a Wizrobe set.
Well, and by the way, we now can confirm it's all First Quest dungeons because level 7, as you can see from the map, 33 rooms of pure nightmare. So good luck finding the item out of level 7. You'll need it. Dragondarch down to just half a heart, and even with the red ring in a Wizrobe dungeon like that, those 3 hearts can go down lickety-split.
Okay, so at that time...
Now, both players are in level 7. Dragondarch's advantage is he's got the red ring. CrystalSaver does have a potion, but no ring. So if he gets zapped by a orange Wizrobe beam, he loses 4 hearts. CrystalSaver also finds the map, and he discovers the kind of bleak news that level 7 is its standard 33-room size. Dragondarch looks like he wants no more part of that level 7. And he's out of bombs. That's the reason why. He's got no more bombs.
Yeah, that's tough in a Wizrobe dungeon in Swordless.
Saver not faring much better. He's getting the heck out of there with 3 bombs left. I know what these guys are thinking. Why did we agree to do this second race tonight? They got spoiled in that first race, but the game is not spoiling them in race number 2.
Indeed.
Now, Saver, if he continues to explore Death Mountain, now he's got to really be careful. He's down to just 1 bomb, and that candle's not really going to do a lick of damage against those blue Lionels. Nice clip there to avoid that screen. He's got 1 bomb left. He's going to try and use it wisely. But he's got to be careful of those blue Lionels. Lose 2 hearts if you get zapped. And he has found level 5 with his last bomb. Can you believe Saver's luck here, folks? Saver finds a free staircase, but it is not the item staircase, it's the transport staircase, the first one that you would see in Vanilla Quest. So, and this one is also a Wizrobe set, so we have met the requisite, so there's still a chance CCX at level 9 may not be Wizrobes. We will see in due time.
Indeed, we've got the requisite 2 for each.
And CrystalSaver going to take it out on the old man here. There's the bomb upgrade for 100 rupees, but CrystalSaver's flat broke. Boy, so we've got levels 4, 5, and 7, and 6. 4, 5, 6, and 7. No Triforces, no items out of any of those dungeons. They are hoping to find the magic wand that would really help them out. But, holy Toledo, this has been quite the seed so far. We are almost 50 minutes in, and we've got the meat of the Triforces still not picked up by either player. CrystalSaver knows the location of the Triforce in level 6. He didn't pick it up because he was looking for the item but ran out of resources. Dragondarch, on the other hand, he's just had a tough time excavating any of those dungeons.
Yeah, resources seem to be the problem here. They're both low on bombs, low on rupees.
Well, good news for Saber. He finds a lucky bomb drop from that blue moblin. So there's a fair chance here, CCX, that the item drops from the enemy sets have not been shuffled. Although I really can't confirm that. I've not been paying too good of attention on that, but it's a fair guess that the item drops have not been shuffled. Saver cannot bomb where you normally can bomb here in the first quest, so he'll have to go somewhere else. Saber finds some glorious money here. Unfortunately, it's one of the 4 small secrets in this mixed overworld for 10 rupees. He was hoping to find one of the large secrets. And I don't know if he has found all 3 or not. I'm guessing he has not yet. But yeah, money's been hard to come by, and he probably wishes he could buy something nice. Saver did retry there because he wanted to get his bombs back. Certainly don't blame him for that move.
Yeah, the bombs are probably more valuable at the moment.
They're extremely valuable. We haven't seen too many bomb drops. Hey, another bomb drop for CrystalSaver. Knowing that, he's going to save yet again so that if he retries, he'll have 8 bombs.
Yeah, and you think he's going to head back to level 6 now? It's not that far away, and it's probably the easiest of the 4 remaining dungeons to delve. 4 is smaller, so that's a possibility as well, but 6 is the only one of those 4 that's a Guerrilla set. 4 is Dark Nuts, and 5 and 7 are Wizrobes. You really probably don't want to... Well, actually, Wizrobe dungeons are never fun in Swordless, but...
Yeah, and especially when you don't have the resources to take down Wizrobes behind shuttered doors.
Actually, yeah, I think 6 is probably the best place to look first for that all-important wand, because
I totally
you have
agree.
to remember, this is a boomstick seed, so if they can... Not that they've got the money to buy a boomstick, but if they manage to get that boomstick, even the Wizrobe dungeons will be relatively easy. But Saver's heading into 4.
Yep, we don't know what the item is in level 4. In fact, we don't know the items in levels 4 through 7. We know that the power bracelet, the bow, and the wand have to be in levels 4 through 7 somewhere, because they're required items. The power bracelet and bow, of course, by default, and because this is a swordless seed, the wand cannot be in level 9 either.
Oh, so... There you... Let's see, yes. Power bracelet, bow, and wand. Yes, that's 3 of the 4 items right there.
Yep, you'd be correct. We've got 6 items left in play, including the red candle, which would be a nice item to have as well in Swordless. Dragondarch is now in level 6. He finds the transport staircase. Again, we do not know the item that's in level 6 or in level 4.
Yes, the other 3 items, 2 of which we know will be in 9, the red candle, the heart container, and Lord Banana.
Yep, those are the other 3 remaining items. You would be 100% correct, CCX. Nice strategy here by CrystalSaver, trying to group these Gibdos together so he can bomb them. Or burn them away. Burning them is good too, but if you have the red candle, it's a really useful item against the Gibdos, and Saver takes care of that room. Only to find some Dark Nuts. Can you believe this luck? The game hates both of these players right about now, but good use of bombs to take care of the Dark Nuts, and hey, there's a Triforce in level 4.
There's a Triforce in 4. Saver's not ready to gamble just yet.
And I certainly don't blame him.
No, not with the bow still at large, and the wand, but...
Wow, this could be the room right here where these Gibdos are, because this is a double block room. There are 2 double block rooms in level 4. One of them is the push block, one of them does nothing. Good use of that boomerang, that inferior model. Gather those Gibdos together and bomb them. Look at that. Now he's got to do it one more time. And he's got to make sure he nails the shot, because he's only got the 1 bomb left.
Wow, those are some advanced strats there.
They're good. It's a good strategy to do. I like this move, and you have to do something like this in a swordless seed right here. You got to do anything that it takes to full clear a room when you don't have many resources to deal with. I like the strategy, and I hope for CrystalSaver's sake it pays off. But knowing this game, CCX, this is going to be the double block room that doesn't push because, let's face it, the game knows.
And he's holding all those Gibdos there, and that one just...
The one Gibdo's all scared is like, hey guys, I'm not falling for your trick, Saver. I'm not falling for your trick. I know what you're trying to do. I'm staying right here, and there's not a thing you can do about it. That's what that troll is doing right now. This troll Gibdo right here. In fact, CrystalSaver is trying to coax it the other way, but that Gibdo ain't biting. Now he finally is. He finally is. And it took long enough. Now Saver has to nail the shot. Can he do it? He does. But he can't push it!
Oh.
Ladies and gentlemen, the game knows. Wow. Unbelievable. CrystalSaver did everything right. Just the game being the game, trolling him to death. Ah, that was a good try, though. I loved Saver's strategy right there. It just did not work out. So he's got to find the other double block room that is going to have the staircase that he's looking for. Looks like he has found the T room, considering where that item is. Drazel, the reason why he couldn't push that, there are 2 double block rooms in level 4. One of them is the push block, the other one does nothing. And unfortunately, CrystalSaver found the dud.
And it's that weird-shaped room.
Yep, and then he finds the NSU room and nothing doing there, so he's going to make a break to get past this Aquamentus, which he does successfully. I was just about to say, if that's the double block room, here's the double block room, and wouldn't you know it, it's guarded by Aquamentus, and he's going to need some bombs again. Candle won't do any damage. So now he knows where the item room is. He just got to get some more bombs. And remember, he's doing that strat again where he retries. He has the knowledge of level 4. He doesn't lose on anything. He has the knowledge of level 4. He now knows exactly where he needs to go back to get the item out of there.
And where does... Ooh, Whistle is to old dungeons.
You would be correct. They are taking you to the vanilla dungeons, not the new dungeons that are involved in this seed. Look out for that manhandler, Dragondarch. Let's go to him for a while. He's in level 6. He has not found the item out of level 6 either. He is looking for that one staircase. I want to say he's probably looking for the corridor staircase. Have we even seen the corridor staircase in level 6? Because I believe, if my memory is correct, CCX, I believe the staircase in level 6 are the single block, the double block, and the corridor.
I haven't memorized those things.
Of course, I should know what they're... Well, actually, I shouldn't know because I never get the one out of level 6 when I play this game in vanilla, so there's that. I only know 2 of the staircases. I don't know all 3. So yeah, this seed playing all kinds of trolls. Dragondarch finds the Triforce in level 6, so he knows where the Triforce is, but just like CrystalSaver did earlier, he's going to skip out on it for now.
No, I think we had already seen that on his side of the screen.
Right.
He is committed to finding that item because
both players
there's a fairly good chance that it's going to be something useful, and he doesn't want the items that he really needs to be in 5 and 7.
Boy, the only thing that would make this worse is that the item in this level 6, or in level 4 in CrystalSaver's matter, would probably be Lord Banana or the Heart Container. If it's those items, both of these players, I'm sure, will be face-palming.
Yeah, well, the Power Bracelet has been confirmed useless at this point as well.
Right, you
We've
are.
already found everything we need.
Yep, Power Bracelet is not required for this seed. You'd be right on that, CCX. So we know that for a fact. Dragondarch is out of bombs, so there's nothing more he can do in level 6 for now. So all Saver's got to do, he's got to get back to that room where he was, and he'll have a chance at finding out what his prize is going to be in level 4. And CrystalSaver is hoping and praying and pleading to the Hylian goddesses that it's the wand. Or even the bow. Bow would be nice too. Because he's got the silver arrows. Both of these players do have the silver arrows.
Yeah, though they're not exactly terribly flush with cash.
Well, it's the moment of truth now, CCX. All he's got to do is successfully bomb Aquamentus, and we will find out what that item is, all right? Drum roll, please. Here comes that item. The item in level 4 is... It's shaped like a potion, so that doesn't really help us too much.
Well, it's the same color as CrystalSaver's sprite. That should tell us something.
It's the bow. I think it's the bow. It's the bow! It is the bow in level 4!
That was what I was thinking, though... well, yeah, we've already seen what the boomerang sprite looks like, so it couldn't have been Lord Banana.
That's true. Yep, you'd be right about that. I see what CrystalSaver's doing here. He is taking care of these keys to add to his bomb counter because he wants to get some more bombs. So by killing those keys there, looks like he's increased his bomb counter to 9. If he can bomb the next enemy that drops something and doesn't get hit, he'll be at the counter of 10. But did he get hit? He might have gotten hit. He might have gotten hit by that fireball from Aquamentus.
Yeah, I haven't been able to tell. I've been kind of...
Nope, he did not
lagging.
get hit. He forced bombs. He just forced bombs from that Zol right there. Good move there by Saver. He got it.
Okay.
That was very smart of Saver. Force that count to 9, bomb an enemy that drops something, and get your bombs. That was very smart. So that is all for level 4 for CrystalSaver. He will take a lead here, a little bit of a lead here on Dragondarch. That's his 5th Triforce piece.
Mm-hmm. And then he's gonna save and probably head right over to level 6 because it's not that far from their starting screen.
Yep, that's right.
Oh, no, he's whistling somewhere.
So now there are 5 items that we have not discovered yet that are still at large. We've got the wand, we've got the power bracelet, we've got the red candle, we've got Lord Banana, and we've got the heart container. 3 of those items are going to be practically, well, one of them is going to be, could it have been something else, and 2 of them are really going to be useless. Which, of course, are the power bracelet, and... Of course, because he's got the inferior model, there's no need to get Lord Banana. Sorry, TG, I know how much you like Lord Banana, but when you've got the other boomerang, even if you pick up Lord Banana, it'll do nothing.
Looks like Saver wants to head back to level 5.
He's got to go into that dungeon sooner or later. Meanwhile, Dragondarch's going back into level 6. He wants that item.
I guess I understand what Saver's doing. He's going to the one furthest away first and working his way back. He'll probably head to 7 next. And actually, with how close 6 is to start, I might have, just for the time on the overworld map, 7 is the closer one. Get 7 on the way to 5 and then up A back, but I understand wanting to leave 7 for as long as possible as well, because it is, as you call it, 33 rooms of chaos, and there's the Triforce room in 5.
Yep, so he knows where the Triforce is, but he's going to be looking for the item. Now,
yeah, he
we
still
now
wants
know,
that wand.
We now know that the staircase that Dragondarch is looking for is, in fact, the corridor staircase, because the double block room took him to the single block room. So he's looking for that one room that's going to have the corridor staircase. That's what he's looking for. In fact, I thought he had found it, but maybe he had discovered that room. Well, you can't do anything here. Can't do anything here, Dragondarch. The problem is they're not getting any hints for items that they might find in these dungeons. They're finding helpful hints, because again, this is mixed hints, but they're not finding the right hints. CrystalSaver is looking for that single block room where you're going to find the item normally in vanilla level 5 for Zelda 1. That is the room CrystalSaver is looking for right now. Dragondarch, meanwhile, is looking for the corridor staircase. Neither player has discovered that staircase. And Saver finds that bomb upgrade that we saw him discover earlier, where he just took it out on the old man, and he can't bomb to the east.
Ooh, so there is not much going on in this part of the dungeon, and yeah, he's just going to head back.
No, he's doing the same thing again. He's building up his bomb count.
Oh, yeah.
However, this is going to be a tough proposition. Well, he did it. I was going to say this is going to be a tough proposition because of those darn bubbles. But Saver survives, and hey, he's got some bombs again. So he'll go to the room to the north, and he's going to hope that single block room is there, and he's going to hope it ain't guarded by Wizrobes. It's not the single block room, however. He may find it here in the secret eye room. We'll find out in a moment.
Yes, the secret eye, of course.
Yep, remember, in shapes, there are no secret eyes like this. That's only in the vanilla shapes. And look where the single block room is. Pancakes. So this is pretty much the same ordeal as he did the last time with the Gibdos. He's got to get all of them grouped together, and he's going to need, I believe, 3 bombs.
Yeah, that seems about right, because it does not look like it's shuffled HP.
Right. I didn't see any indication that the HP was shuffled. It looked like it was its normal HP. Dragondarch has found the item in level 6 at long last.
That's got to be the heart container.
It is. It is.
Earlier when I said that the item had to be the raft because of the size, I had forgotten heart. We would have seen what the heart containers were, and they have been ladders.
So a big slap in the face to Dragondarch, and if CrystalSaver goes back to level 6, he's going to discover the same situation here. Now, the good news for Saver, he's down to 1 like. We're about to find out what this item is here in level 5, and it's blue meat. What could that possibly be? It's the wand! He found the wand!
Yeah, we knew that it had to be either wand or power bracelet, and power bracelet would not be blue. Because
absolutely.
With that heart container, we only have required items, so now we can do another item recap.
That is correct. I'm going to get this written down, and I will do one more item recap to let you guys know what the items in this seed are. What a huge turning point in this race, ladies and gentlemen, as CrystalSaver has picked up the Triforce in level 5. It's his 6th one. Now, I would have to say, in his opinion, it's Triforce and Go mode now from here on in for CrystalSaver. He has got everything he needs to complete this seed. Here are the items that we now know are in this particular seed. Again, we have level 1, the items are the ladder and the raft. Level 2, the items were bombs, which would normally be the white sword. But again, this is a swordless seed. Level 3's item was the magic key. The item in level 4 was the bow. Level 5's item was the wand. Level 6 had the heart container. Level 7 item is going to be the power bracelet by process of elimination. Level 8's items are going to be the red recorder and the red ring and the recorder. Again, by process of elimination, we know that the two items in level 9 are the red candle and the wooden boomerang. The Armo statue item was the magic shield, ladder item on the coast, silver arrows, and the white sword item, the magic boomerang. Those are the items for this seed. Meanwhile, Dragondarch is in level 4. He will find that the item is going to be the bow. Unfortunately, Dragondarch is going to have to work for it because, again, you need a weapon of some kind, and you need the bombs if you want to take care of the Aquamentus that is guarding the item. And, of course, he may fall into that same Gibdo room where he thinks he's got to bomb him to get the item, and he's going to end up being wrong. We'll see what happens, but right now, CrystalSaver appears to be in the driver's seat. It is looking very good in terms of his chances of getting back to the championship match for 2017.
Yeah, it looks like he's just exploring things. He might be looking for... He's probably looking for money to get a boomstick now that he has that wand. That's the only thing I can think of.
That could be, because he is bankrupt right now. He's got no rupees to his name.
Yeah. But, actually, under that recorder spot, which is fairly close to their start screen, we did find a money-making game, so...
Dragondarch is not doing this the right way. He is trying to do this the hard way. Saver, meanwhile, finds a medium secret for 30 rupees. And Dragondarch finds a clock, and that is not a good item to find, considering you have to full clear this room, and Dragondarch is not going to be happy when he realizes that it's not the push block room. So, Dragondarch in another tight spot.
Yeah, he's realizing that this is not going to be good. He's just leaving the room to at least save the progress. And hopes... Oh, well, no, you can't find a... He's just going to take the Triforce.
Yeah, and here's the thing, CCX. Dragondarch did not get the inferior model boomerang, the white sword item. He did not get that item, so he can't do the same game that CrystalSaver was doing.
That's right. That is correct. So
right now, given where we are right now, CCX, Dragondarch's only hope is that Ganon is not required. Because, again, the bow is the item in level 4.
Yeah. Dragondarch does seem to be trying to find some bombs. I think he is somewhat committed to the idea of the item in level 4.
Saver is going in and out of level 9, and here's the strategy why. He's trying to force some bombs here, plus he could get some money from these levers as well.
Yeah.
CrystalSaver does know the location of both level 6 and level 7. Remember, he nearly full cleared level 6, but could not get the item out of there, and he never did grab the Triforce. And he does know the location of level 7. Right now, it's just a matter of firing both money and bombs. That's what CrystalSaver's mission is right now. Right now, he's at a pretty good spot. Little does he know Dragondarch's situation.
I don't think he's not even going to be searching for the items in level 6 and level 7 anymore, because he knows that the only items that he hasn't found yet are Heart Container, Power Bracelet, and War Banana and the Red Candle, and none of those are really items that he needs at this time.
Yeah, and when he picks up that sword in level 9, the Red Candle's going to become obsolete to him.
Isn't the Red Candle already kind of obsolete now that he has the wand?
In CrystalSaver's case, probably, but still, you know, having the red candle is a nice secondary combat weapon to have in a swordless seed. But yeah, you'd be right.
I love the red candle. But...
Yeah, me too. I do advocate the red candle. I think it's an excellent item to have in Randomizer, but it is one of those items, the later that you find it, the less valuable it becomes.
Maybe that's why I love it so much. The first 2 times I ever played Rando, I ended up with a red candle before finding the wooden sword.
Yeah, that's a great item to have.
So the red candle is my friend.
Saver's going to look at these recorder spots in hopes for some money. He finds the money-making game he's going to play. Ooh, but he loses 20 rupees on the first crack. He'll try again.
Yeah, I had been thinking when I had seen where that money-making game was. It's a few screens away, but...
Oh, and he loses 33 rupees the second time around, and the big one's 64, by the way.
Did he do the safe strats first?
I'm pretty sure he did. Because this is near start. This time he loses 8 rupees.
Yeah.
And he's going to start over and get his 88 rupees back. Yep.
That's what I was thinking he'd do. That seems like the play here.
And I like the strategy, too. And it's one of the rare times you're going to see contestants play money-making game in a Zelda Randomizer race. But the move makes sense.
Yeah, because that boomstick is the key here. Saver still has the lead because
jackpot! He finds one of the 64 rupees, does the right move, and saves his progress. That'll put him at 152 rupees. If he finds that 64 again, he'll have enough money to buy the boomstick.
Yeah, and then he'll just quickly grab the Triforce in 6, head over to 7, or actually it would probably make more sense to go to 7 first because 6 is a lot closer to 9. And then just take that fill up from getting the Triforce in 6 and head on
if he would have gotten the one on the left had the big payoff. But he'll try again. But if he loses a lot of times in a row, then of course he'll retry and get this money back. Oh, and he loses the 33 this time, and yep, he's going to restore and try again.
Yeah.
It's going to pay off. The move that CrystalSaver is doing right now, it's going to pay off for him. It's just how long it's going to take. He's hoping it doesn't take so long because for what he knows, he may think Dragondarch's right behind him. We know he's in pretty decent shape. And Dragondarch is going to make his way into level 5 Saver picks, loses 8 rupees this time. Again, the one on the left had the jackpot. Let's see if he fares better the second time around in a money-making game. He gets 21 rupees this time. That'll put him at 165.
Dragondarch decides not to take the passage staircase.
Ooh, and he just lost 33 rupees. Bad luck for CrystalSaver, but he's still in range. If he gets to 64, I would imagine he'll stop, just farm the other 4 rupees, and then he'll have his 200. Gets the 21 back, so he's back up to 153 rupees. So we're going back and forth and back with his money. He's trying to get the ultimate 64 rupee payoff. Let's see if CrystalSaver gets it here. No, he needed to go to the right that time. He loses 20. And Dragondarch is finding himself in a trap room, and he's got to be careful he doesn't lose too many hearts. Again, he should have went with the right. He loses 8 rupees that time around.
Dragondarch's taking the long and winding path through level 5.
And CrystalSaver is going to restore his rupees again. That trip to money-making game didn't work out in his favor, so he'll give it another shot.
Yes, now we know that the both the item and the Triforce are in the northern half of this dungeon, so Dragondarch not taking that passage staircase is going to cost him some time.
He's going to go back
I'm sorry, my mistake. The Triforce was in the southern half.
Yes. Yeah, Saver now is going to do lever strats because levers are a good source of rupees. He's gotten quite a few blue rupees out of them, so he's now just 28 rupees away from getting to the 200. Unfortunately for Dragondarch, remember that the wand was behind a pancake room. He does not have the boomerang, and they take a lot of hits to get down. He doesn't have the resources unless he somehow gets them grouped together and makes lucky shots. Dragondarch is going to be in big trouble.
Yeah.
But CrystalSaver, on the other hand, just 5 rupees away from having enough money to purchase that all-important boomstick. Just a couple more kills of these levers. Unfortunately, doesn't get lucky on that pass. He'll give it another pass. And there it is, 201 rupees. CrystalSaver has enough money to buy the boomstick. He just needs to remember where that boomstick shop is.
He seems to have something in mind.
Well, he's trying to remember where the nearest boomstick shop is, and he's trying to go to a shop without losing his precious rupees. That's what he's thinking right now. He's found the boomstick shop, and he's going to purchase that boomstick, which is shaped like the any key, but in fact, it's going to give him firepower in these dungeons. Bombs away for Saver.
Decides to save. Good plan, good plan.
Yes, indeed. So now, decisions. Where will CrystalSaver go? He's going to go to level 6 first, and all he's got to do is get the Triforce and get on out of here.
Certainly not a bad idea, but...
Now, the one thing to consider, CCX, remember, Saver never got the red ring out of level 8, so when he gets to level 9...
That's right. I made a mistake earlier. I thought that the only items he was still missing were all useless items. I mean, he's not going to go delving for the red ring. But
not a
that's
chance.
Right. There is that one useful item that he still does not...
That's right. Not a chance. Not a chance, CCX. And that's important because now CrystalSaver just did pick up a heart container. He's now up to 8 hearts. But with no ring, and if this is indeed a Wizrobe dungeon, which is looking pretty darn likely, level 9's still going to be tough, even with the boomstick.
Yeah.
Dragondarch got the Triforce out of level 5, and he's deciding not to go back. And I mean, for his sake, considering that he doesn't have the boomerang, I kind of agree with his play at this point. He's got to be open at this point that the silver arrows, Ganon not required. That's the only hope, in my opinion, for Dragondarch. That's his only hope.
Yeah, because he skipped out on 2 very important dungeons for items. The bow, which could be important for Ganon, and the wand, which is just basically your replacement for a sword until you get a sword, and is still a better sword than your sword, so to speak, because you only get the wooden sword, and the wand is basically a white sword that just doesn't work on Wizrobes or Ganon.
That was an excellent block clip, by the way, for Dragondarch against those Wizrobes. Nice move right there. Both players now just need the Triforce out of level 7. Dragondarch's in level 7 first. If you can find the Triforce quick in level 7, ooh, a potential bait block maybe in level 7? We'll know soon.
Am I required or not?
Well, there's the other bomb upgrade.
Meta. Yeah, so bomb upgrades were in their normal dungeons, 5 and 7.
Well, here's the item room here in level 7 where the Dodongo is, and he's going to discover the bad news that it's the power bracelet.
Yeah.
Which also takes the form of a wooden arrow. So he just needs to get this Triforce, get out of here, and gamble on level 9. That is Dragondarch's only hope right now. He's got to gamble, and he's got to hope that the Triforce is nearby.
Yeah, this is still anyone's race, but if Ganon is required, then Saver definitely has the advantage.
Oh, easily he's got the advantage. That is only Dragondarch's only hope. Now, CrystalSaver's going to pick up this item because he doesn't know it, but he's going to discover that the item he just picked up is the Power Bracelet. Not needed for this quest, but of course, CrystalSaver doesn't know that the item he just picked up was the Power Bracelet. So, I mean, I don't blame him for picking it up. He must know it now. Now, wouldn't it be something? Wouldn't it be something, CCX, if the bait was required? Neither player has the meat, and neither player has even nearly enough money to purchase the bait. Saver's trying to bomb these Dodongos, and he gets a stun, but it's not going to do him any good because you don't have your sword. So you still gotta feed the Dodongos, and he's got to nail the shot. He's got to nail the shot. He does.
Oh yes, that's right. That's another thing that the wand does not work on, despite otherwise being a white sword.
Right. Saver up and A's. He's going to try a different path. He just needs to get the Triforce. Both players. Now, it's possible that we have a bait block. It is very possible we have a bait block.
Yeah.
Oh, look at the cabbage Saver's in right now. It's a desert room, and those wizards just saying, you are going no further here in level 7.
Yeah, but, yeah, if I remember the locations correctly, that bait block was in the, right in the part where it's only 2 rooms wide, and wasn't the room next to it also an old man room? So, I think if I'm remembering the placement correctly, if there is no passage staircase from the bottom half to the top half, that bait is required.
Oh, we will know soon enough. Nicely played in that room, though, there for CrystalSaver with that boomstick. He's not going to find... Well, he finds a bomb hole. Does he find the Triforce in here? No, sir. Doesn't even find the staircase. And it is really looking like bait very well might be required. So far, that's what it's looking like. Now he's found the compass, so Crystal knows exactly where the Triforce is.
It is in the top half. Actually, it looks like they've explored more of that, he's gotten further north than I thought.
Yep, but the key thing is, CCX, is that room accessible, or do you need to take a staircase? And get this, Dragondarch found one of the large secrets. He's up to 126 rupees. He may buy some bait.
Wouldn't be a bad play.
Now Saver's out of there as well. He must also think that he's bait blocked. So Dragondarch has the money. He's going to go ahead and purchase the meat. And if it turns out that it's required, Dragondarch's going to have a lead, a very tiny lead on Saver going to level 9, because Saver's going to do the same thing yet again. He's going to be farming for 60 rupees this time around. Yep, it worked for him before. It's a good strategy. We'll see how this goes. That's right, Rhythm Song. Dragondarch does not have the wand. Again, the wand was the item in level 5. Guarded. It was guarded by the likes.
Yeah. In between the well, the Gibdo room in level 4, not that that was actually the item room, but that Dragondarch thought was the item room. And those, actually, he never even saw the like room in level 5 either, but in both cases, that magical boomerang could very well end up being the difference in this seed.
I have to agree with you there 100%. Remember when I said earlier, I said, I don't think Dragondarch's going to go back and pick up that inferior model boomerang. Well, guess what? He didn't, and it's going to actually end up burning him. Saver's doing the right move. I love this strategy here, the Gibdo strategy, but nothing dropped.
Oh, the Guinea farming, yeah.
Yeah, Guinea farming, right. The Guinea farming. I call them Gibdos. One of my things. Yeah, these are the ghosts, the Guineas here. So all you have to do is kill the master one, and all the other Guineas explode, and he'll get 6 rupees that day. Man, they are just not providing. Usually you get a lot more than just 6 rupees, and CrystalSaver's got to be frustrated with his rupee luck.
You know, drop rates can also be shuffled even when drop groups aren't.
Oh, that's right. That's a thing. Well, he did get another 6
rupees. That is a thing. It's easy to forget because there's no real way to be absolutely certain that it's happening, but it's just like, it can just sometimes seem like, you know, these don't seem to be dropping items quite as often as they're supposed to, or these are dropping items a lot more than usual.
Now, he's got to be careful. I believe, if I'm not mistaken, if you get hit by a Guinea, you lose 2 hearts. But I don't go in this part of the high roll much, just only to pick up the magical sword.
Yeah, I seem to remember it being pretty nasty, but I don't pay that much attention to those.
Ooh, we got 12
that was a
rupees
nice
that time.
one, yeah.
Yep. Okay, 1 heart. I do apologize for that. It's only 1 heart if you get bopped by a Guinea. So now he's going back to the levers, and then he gets no drops. He only needs 3 rupees. That's just a few rupees or a single blue rupee. Now he needs just 2 more rupees to get the meat. But meanwhile, Dragondarch's going back into level 7 with the bait in hand. Now CrystalSaver does have enough money to purchase that bait.
Alright, that was the passage staircase taking him up to that side there.
Right. That's where the bait block is, right here. It's the long way to get there.
Yeah. We will see.
Remember, Dragondarch doesn't have the compass, so he has no idea where this Triforce is. Saver does know where it is.
Yeah. Dragondarch's going the really long way.
Yep.
But he...
Well, he's finding a bunch of land molas here, and he wants no part of the blue ones that he just saw in that room to the south of where the orange ones are.
I think if I remember correctly from when Saver was in there, I think Dragondarch has been on all 4 sides of the correct room. I think his reluctance to use his bombs has cost him. I think the only way into the Triforce room is through a bomb hole.
You may be right. I guess we're going to find out when CrystalSaver gets in there. Well, he's only got 3 bombs, so I can understand his reluctance to want to use bombs, CCX. But he's going to use one of his precious bombs, and hey, his instinct was right. Yeah. His instinct was right.
That was
why he wasn't doing it.
I thought I saw.
Yep, his instinct was right. That's why he didn't do it. That's why he didn't do it.
Oh, yeah, that wall didn't bomb.
It did not bomb. No, sir.
And that is the room that he needs to get into, if I remember correctly.
And he can't bomb the door. He just spent his last bomb, CCX. He's no more bombs.
No more bombs.
And that's going to swing the advantage back to Saver. Wouldn't be something now. Saver, remember, he tried bombing to the right and he couldn't do it.
Yeah.
So you need to have the meat.
Yeah, you can't bomb in from the... And we saw you can't bomb in from the north either, and I've got to assume that Saver tried bombing in from the south.
Yep, so he
that
knows.
Means there's only one way in, and it's through that blue and molar room.
Yep, that Dragondarch just got the heck out of there.
Yeah, he just left right away, but it looks like, yeah, the only way in is go to that room and bomb to the west.
Saver's gonna try an alternate path. Nope. Yeah, Saver has to be careful. Remember, he has no ring, so if he gets bopped, he loses 2 hearts. That means he can only take 1 hit. If he can clear just one of these land molas, however, they will both disappear. So let's see if he can do that. Oh, nice. Plus he gets a
and
parry
it
for his
drops
troubles.
bombs.
Would you believe it? Would you believe it? And sure enough, that was the only way to get into the Triforce room, through a bomb.
Through a bomb hole in a blue and mogul room. Those are nasty enemies to be in the same room as.
Oh, no question about it. That's the 8th and final Triforce piece for CrystalSaver. He now is eligible to go into level 9, and he will get that wood sword, and that's going to make combat a little more manageable for Saver. But again, he has no ring, and he only has 8 hearts to play with. But he does, I believe, if I'm not mistaken, and if he hasn't accidentally used it, I believe he still has Red Potion.
I believe you're right. And
he does.
Yeah,
yep, the meat indicates that.
The wood sword doesn't actually really help his combat that much, because...
And it's another Wizrobe set. We see it by those land molas. Yep, another Wizrobe set for level 9. Oh, and he gets greeted by Wizrobes in a trap room. Oh, that's unpleasant, and Saver will have to try again. Reminders to those who have not seen a Zelda Randomizer race, here's the structure of level 9. If Ganon is required, CrystalSaver will be looking for a single shutter door room. If he full clears that room and that shutter door room does not open, then CrystalSaver will have found the location of Link. Yes, that's right, Link, because he is playing as the Zelda sprite. If that's the case, Ganon is required and you need the bow and silver arrows. But if Ganon is not required, then Link could be in any room, and it could be, a shutter door room like this. It could be just an open room, locked door, bombable wall, staircase, anything.
Yeah, and it's not that room, but it should be noted that was Ganon's room, so it's quite likely that Zelda's will not be in her room, which means she might be accessible from any side.
That's correct. There could be multiple ways to get into Zelda's room, which could be a good thing considering we're in a boomstick seat. But again, we'll see whether or not Ganon is required. Unfortunately, the Wizrobes are not playing nice to Saver here in level 9, so that means he's going to have to try again. Meanwhile, Dragondarch's back in level 7 with some more bombs in hand, so hopefully he'll make the right move. Again, there's only one way to get in to that Triforce. Level 7. Got a bomb left of that blue land mola room.
Yeah, but he hasn't explored as much as 7, so he's gonna check out some other rooms first.
The only good news for Dragondarch is, remember, he's got red rings, so if he gets bopped by a blue land mola, he's only gonna lose half a heart as opposed to 2 hearts. Oh, he had 1 Wizrobe left to go, but unfortunately he got a nasty Wizrobe hug from the blue Wizrobe. Saver will have to try yet again.
Nice clip by Dragondarch. He will go to the northern part of the dungeon.
Oh shoot! He tries to go left, try to take a different path, dead end.
Looks like Dragondarch just tried to check if walk through walls was on, but that's never going to be a thing in 7.
True, and also it's not going to be a thing if it's vanilla, only if it's shapes.
Oh, okay. Yes.
Well, Dragondarch now knows, and it's old news. He's already got the power bracelet. Thank you very much, Captain Obvious. Of course the item in level 7 is a power bracelet. We're here. Valuable rupees CrystalSaver just picked up.
Yeah, and it looks like, is he trying to build a count up for bombs?
Very well might be. I mean, it's a good strategy. He has only 2 bombs. CrystalSaver has 20 rupees. Remember, if Ganon is required, you have to have at least 1 rupee to fire the arrow against Ganon.
Yeah, I think he's got to be building up a count.
Yeah, I mean, it's the right move. I agree with it.
Interesting strategy, yeah.
Gotta be careful. He's down to half a heart. And he has to find an enemy that drops something. Oh! A nasty bop by that blue land mola, and Dragondarch is out.
Yeah.
Could have been forcing a fairy as well. Might have been trying to build up that counter some more to get a fairy, but unfortunately didn't work out for Dragondarch.
Nope.
Saver's still trying to find any kind of hidden hole. It's a dark room, but unfortunately it's not the dark room that's going to net Saver the compass. It's a 5 rupee. Good try, though. It was the right strategy, just not the right dark room. Yep, so it's the last black room floor that CrystalSaver needs to find that's going to net him the compass.
Dragondarch spins a bomb in a Wizrobe room for combat purposes.
Oh, indeed.
He needs to use his last bomb wisely.
CrystalSaver is now run into this spiral staircase room. He's going to try to...
Yeah, he did figure out that he had already tried every other side.
And Dragondarch's got the Triforce, so now he's got 8 Triforce pieces. He's eligible to go into level 9 himself. But it may be too little too late. And that's old news as well. CrystalSaver was probably hoping for the other hints. Instead, he gets the other hint, the first hint. The silver to kill the beast lies elsewhere. Well, no kidding, old man.
So it's going to be about a 6-minute lead going into 9 for CrystalSaver.
But Dragondarch, rather, is going into level 9 bombless. That's not a good feeling. Again,
bombless
Dragondarch
and bolus.
Oh, and another death for CrystalSaver, this time to some blue land molas, and that means Saber will have to try again. Again, Dragondarch's only hope is that he finds the right path. And if he does, he'll tie this matchup 1-1. So we've got ourselves a race. Again, Saber definitely has the advantage, but anything's possible here in what we like to call the Great Equalizer, level 9.
I noticed Dragondarch's checking the staircases, but as soon as they turn out to not be items, he's leaving? What's he looking for?
I have no idea.
Because he's found all of the non-essential items, unless he's forgotten that wand can't be a 9 and a sword.
Hey, CCX, here's Ganon. Saber has found Ganon's room, and it's in a swamp room this time around. So let's see. And it's not a 0 HP Ganon, or is it? We're going to find out.
It is
not a 0 HP Ganon, and that means a high roll drive roll will cost CrystalSaver the bout. Use one of his potions, so normally you need 15 hits on Ganon with the wood sword to take him down, but if that's shuffled, it could be more than 15.
Yeah.
Saber needs to get that stun lock. He cannot get the stun lock, and he's got to be careful. He's got a stun lock now. He's got a stun lock on Ganon right now. He's just got to get a few more hits on him, and he will take down the beast. And there it is. Ganon down. Gonna pick up the Triforce of Power. So now all Saber's got to do is find Link, and he will be advancing to the championship round. Let's see if Link is behind this shutter door. Wouldn't be something if he was. We're gonna find out right now. Is Link here? The kidnapped awaits in northeast of Skull. Well, that's a good hint.
Yeah,
so we
it
know
means
the
he's not
vicinity.
far.
Yep, indeed. So Dragondarch is running out of time. Now, I don't know if we have seen this room right here where Dragondarch's and where this Patra is, but if we have, then this is not where the compass is going to be. If we haven't seen this room, maybe that's where the compass is. This is the compass! So Dragondarch knows exactly where Zelda's room is.
That does not look like...
And I think a CrystalSaver, I think, is found...
It's right there, yeah.
And it looks like that Ganon's not required.
Ganon's not required because he had to clear that room to get it.
Yep, and CrystalSaver's in Link's room. That's gonna do it. Saver has won the semifinal against Dragondarch. He is moving on to the championship against either Fred Coughlin or JamEvil. Congratulations to Saver.
Something to take note of. Link was in his normal room, even though Ganon was not.
Indeed, that is correct. It just happened to be that Ganon was not in Ganon's room, but coincidentally, Link was in Link's own room. So that will do it. CrystalSaver takes the match 2-0. Dragondarch came oh so close to coming back. He found the compass to know exactly where Zelda is, but in the end, it was just too little, too late for Dragondarch. We do have CrystalSaver here in the commentator's booth with us. CrystalSaver, congratulations. You are going back to the championship round in the Zelda Randomizer tournament. How was this seed compared to the first one?
Do I really want to continue if I get another seed like this?
I don't know. You seem to be committed about it, though. But congratulations. That was quite the trolley seed. I mean, good strategy using the inferior model boomerang to group the likes and to group the Gibdos in order to pull through those rooms. Compass to know exactly the inferior model. I gotta say, it ended up being the difference in this race. Too late for Dragondarch.
Yeah.
And Dragondarch's going to finish right behind you. He has just rescued Zelda himself. That's it. His level 9 was much faster than yours in spite of the resource deficit that he had against you. He did not have the wand. He did not have the bow. But he just found the path quicker than you did. It was just too little, too late.
He didn't have the wand?
He did not have the wand.
That's right. He didn't have the wand out of level 5.
But the thing was, he found the compass right before you actually found Link there. So we were like, oh, there it is. And then we looked over at your screen and realized that Ganon wasn't required because that shutter door would have opened already if he had been.
And now, before we continue,
in that last room.
All right, before we continue, I've got official SRL times for the both of you. Saver, your time was 1 hour, 45 minutes, 11 seconds. Dragondarch, your time, 1 hour, 46 minutes, and 43 seconds. A difference of 1 minute and 32 seconds. Big comeback there by Dragondarch, just too little, too late. So, Dragondarch, I got to ask you, how was this seed compared to the first one in your stance?
What was I even looking at? Bomb blocks everywhere. Items in 4 and 5 requiring a ton of bombs just to even get them. Didn't find any of the good, like, red candle, wand, bow. Pick one. Didn't find any of them.
Well, I'm going to tell you where they were. The bow was in level 4, the wand was in level 5, and the red candle was in level 9.
I found the rooms in 4 and 5 where the item was, and I just could not get those. I just didn't have enough to get the enemies down.
No, I don't think you did find the item room in 4.
I found one of the rooms in 4.
Yeah, the one with the Gibdos?
That wasn't the item room.
That was the false double block room.
And I didn't see you go into the item room in 5.
5 was a single block
with the pancakes. Yes,
with the lights.
He did
find it. Okay, yeah. It's tough to tell sometimes because of your sprites. I sometimes forget which enemies are which.
Like once I realized I was pretty much likely not getting the items in 4 and 5, it's like, all right, if I can just get the Triforces, at least I can get a sword and maybe have a chance at this. So. If I hadn't had to spend so much time farming for bombs, I think I would have had that. But
it was that close. Yep, the only way to get into the Triforce in level 7 was to bomb left of that blue land molar room.
That one room, it was the only way in.
Ugh.
It was a good race between the both of you, and I got to give you props, Dragondarch, for coming back and having the resource deficit that you had against Saver. There would have been quite the comeback had you managed to pull it off, but again, it was just a little, too late. But again, you guys, both races tonight, played extremely well. I mean, both of you deserve to go to the finals. It's just a shame that only one of you is able to advance.
Yeah. I made it this far, which is a lot farther than I thought I was going to make it, and I missed still the bronze match for 3rd and 4th. But...
Yep, exactly. So you're not done with the Zelda Randomizer tournament just yet. You can still finish in 3rd place again in that bronze medal match. It's either going to be against JamEvil or Fred Coughlin again for that race. JamEvil is ahead 1-0 against Fred Coughlin. We don't know when the second race is going to be, but whoever wins that particular match goes up against CrystalSaver in the finals.
Well, good luck to you in the final, Saber. Those were some seeds tonight.
My brain, I can't comprehend anything anymore. I've done so much gambling. I've done so much hunting for 5 rupees. I didn't know what to do. So much bomb farming. Holy heck.
That was a seed.
That was a seed.
We were amazed at all of the different things that you did to beat that seeds saver. The rupee farming, going in and out of 9 over and over to farm the beavers.
That was a good one.
And Saver, the retry strats that you did throughout the entire race really paid dividends.
Thank you.
Yes, you're very welcome. It gave you the knowledge of what was inside the levels without costing you any of your resources. So that really helped you out as well. But how frustrated were you, Saver, when the money-making strats didn't pay off like it did for a certain runner named Adaginos?
I was hoping a certain BT would come by and teach me something.
BT. Adaginos was on the call. He said it's still one of the more memorable calls we've had so far in the tournament, when BT just kept winning at the money. You were thinking, where's this luck when I need it?
Yeah, I think I won once, maybe twice, and I said
you won one small jackpot, and
you had a couple
one large
small ones.
So I went from 5 rupees to 200 rupees and got the boomstick, just to realize I need to do it all over again.
Yeah, because the bait required in level 7 of all the rotten luck, considering there's only one bait block, it was pure first quest dungeons. And of course, the bait block in level 7.
I have one question for the seed. Where were any 100 secrets? I don't think I found any.
Yeah, I found one under the push block, second quest level 4 is.
Well, it was a mixed overworld, so I can assure you there were 3 of them. But they were in hard to reach spots. They had to be in probably a lot of the whistle spots, I would imagine. Well, you said that one of them was behind a push block, so I'm guessing power bracelet required.
Well, I checked all the whistle spots, and I only found one. The others had to be either behind push blocks or the last couple spots on Death Mountain that I didn't check.
I checked Death Mountain besides the push blocks, so it had to be
all the push blocks then.
Wow, that is just cruel and unusual punishment. You want the money? Hey, you need the resources. That's unbelievable.
Yeah,
and I never found that bracelet.
Both of you went into 7 last.
I found the bracelet. It was in 7.
Yeah,
both of you got the bracelet. It was in 7.
Wait, I didn't. Did. Oh, I did. Oh,
you didn't pause to look at your item though once you picked it up.
At that point, I just wrote, "Don't care."
It was. It's an item you didn't need.
Yeah, it was disguised as a wooden arrow.
Yes, I remember now.
Yeah, just like the Eniki, they were both disguised as a wood arrow.
Oh, good luck on your next match, Dragondarch.
Yeah, thanks. Good luck against whoever wins with Jammin'. Hopefully we don't get any more seeds like this.
Well, you got the experience now, so go get them.
Yeah, there was another thing I wanted to ask you about Saver.
Mm-hmm.
you eventually ended up leaving 2 without the Triforce and coming back for it. Were you having trouble finding the item, and it looked like you ended up full clearing it?
I full cleared it twice. I got the Triforce and went back in. I don't know what the item was. Was it the heart container?
We think it was actually the bombs that replaced the white sword in
My
sword.
goodness.
Yes, it was the bombs, and I can tell you, there was another level where you almost full cleared it and couldn't find the item. Level 6. Would you believe the item in level 6 was the heart container?
That was so disappointing. It was just...
How could you tell that the bombs were in 2? I mean, the white sword.
Because items weren't shuffled, and it was the 4-block room, and I killed everything, and it's like, oh, bombs. Okay, I'll check the other rooms. Maybe they were shuffled, and I just didn't realize it. And
it was just by process of elimination. The items were still in their normal item rooms. So.
Yes, indeed they were.
I was thinking that in the beginning until I saw those wand bombs, and I'm like, oh, okay, this isn't what I think it is. But wow, that never crossed my mind.
And then the magic wand took the place of the silver arrows, so we
were worried that if you hadn't figured out that those were the bombs, that you might just... Because I noticed you actually did have a full complement of bombs when you picked up the coast item, which was the silver arrows.
Yes.
So the letter was also a wand? There were 3 items that were wands?
There were a lot of things that were wands here.
Yeah, that's right.
There were a bunch of duplicates.
And the recorder just happened to be the recorder.
That's right. and the magic shield.
Yeah, the magic shield was also a recorder.
Yeah, around like half the seed, I stopped thinking and I just kept moving. I didn't care if I was doing what was right or wrong. I just kept going.
I can't process what just happened.
Same.
Yeah, that's probably the best thing to do in Sprite Shuffle. I mean, when I've been commenting Sprite Shuffle, there was one point that Laws said that it didn't look like enemy drop groups had been shuffled, and I was like, I don't even pay attention to enemy drop groups in Sprite Shuffle. I mean, it is what it is.
At least it wasn't Blackout.
Oh my god, a Blackout seed in addition.
This would have been a 2.5 hour seed for us, I think, if it was Blackout.
If not more.
Considering the number of times I had to candle clip into that diamond staircase in 7 with the whisk ropes running around. With a blue candle.
Yeah, well, of course it was with blue candle. Red candle was in 9.
Oh, jeez.
Anyways, CrystalSaver, congratulations. You are moving on to the championship for a chance to defend your Zelda Randomizer title. It's either going to be against JamEvil or Fred Coughlin. Give us your insight on what you might be looking forward to, or not maybe looking forward to, in the finals.
I think Jam has been asking for a rematch ever since the beginning of this tournament, so he's been very vocal on about that, so I look forward to that.
Well, he is one victory away against Fred Coughlin. If he wins his next or the one after that, he will advance to meet up against you, and you will indeed have your rematch of the Zelda Randomizer tournament from last year. So it should be exciting. Again, congratulations. You deserve this victory. Both of you played very well, and we wish you both the best of luck.
Thanks. And if it's Fred, I might give him the win. Just because of what's going to happen afterwards. And I can't say anything else after that. Sorry.
All right, that sounds good. Both of you, do you have any other questions for either of these players, CCX?
No, I think I'm good. I mean, this was a long seed, so I may have forgotten something. I'm glad I actually managed to remember the thing about level 2 there.
Thank you for commentating and for the restream, guys.
Yeah, thanks to everyone who jumped in to take care of that.